Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. I wanted to come by today with a little Thrifted Treasures video, and the reason I'm doing it is because I miss doing them. I have committed to the no spend challenge, but I miss doing these little videos, and I thought, well, I have these I have 3 piles of things that I had bought before, like at the end of August or during August, whenever. I don't even know when I bought them. They were before September anyway, and I haven't put them away yet. I kind of have an excuse. The reason I haven't put them away is one reason. I was gone for over like 8 days. I was in Florida at the beginning of September, and I was busy getting ready for my trip. Then after my trip, I was busy putting things from the trip away, and I just haven't put these piles of thrifted items away. So I thought, well, why don't I just go ahead and do a little video about those? But it will be actually probably a few videos because it's, like I said, 3 piles of things, so maybe 4. So one thing I wanted to ask everybody out there in YouTube land about is this little thing I purchased here. It is a kit. It's a label maker kit, and it came in this nice little vinyl case. So it has a little twisty opening here, and you open it up, and the reason I bought it was it looked like it was, almost looked like it was never used or hardly used, and it was all together, and I thought this for surely it's going to work. So what you have in here is the case is like in perfect, I think it's in perfect condition from what I can tell. It even has the instructions and the date on here. There's a little copyright on here. Let me see if I can find it again. Yes, here it is. It's 1966, it looks like it says. So, this is a vintage label maker, and it's very cool looking. So let me show you. Besides the instructions here, let's see, that's not the front. Here's the front. Sears label maker operating instructions. And so here it is. You've got everything in here probably that it came with. This is an extra wheel with the alphabet and numbers, and it has little symbols on here too. And I think it was sitting over here when I got it, but I think it goes right there. I think that's what those little knobs are for, the wheels. And so here's the label maker, and here's some tape on here or something. But you can see it's in perfect condition. I did not do anything to this. It wasn't dusty. It wasn't, it was just like this. But I went to use it, and it won't, this bottom piece comes open. And I tried to make sure it was together. I'm pretty good mechanically, but I just can't get this to work. And it looks like it should work. So, I mean, most people out there know probably how these old label makers work. You just twist a little thing here. You can hear that works. It clicks, and you pick your letter. It's right there in a little space. So you pick your letter. Say you want to type the word hi. So let's put it on H. You can see the tape is in there, and so you just push this little lever on the bottom. But I'll show you what happens. Nothing happens. So something maybe is disconnected, which I opened it up and I looked in there, and I messed with this for over an hour, and I just don't want to spend any more time on it because no matter what I do, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to work. So you press down, and this is what happens. I let go, and it pops open. So, I mean, this is why I popped open. I looked in here, okay. I actually took this whole thing off the bottom because I couldn't get it to work. So I was like, well, what is wrong here? What's disconnected? So you've got a spring in there. Looks like it's connected. You've got a little lever right here, which goes into a little slot. That's connected. You've got this piece right here, which keeps coming off. When it first happened, this kind of popped out, but it just fits right in here like this. And there's a little notch right here. See it, like it slips out and it slips back in. And there's a little notch right here. It slips in, so that's together. And then there's this little notchy piece right here, which I can't, there's nothing I can do but make sure it's going in the right direction. So like say I push it down in here, it's a little bit, okay, but it can be done. You just push it back down in here, if I can do this on camera, and it clicks in place, okay? You would think it would work now. This goes up and down. This you can see it's together, but I push down on the H. Even if I hold this here, it just won't do anything. Push down, and if something is not clicking there to make the H emboss on the tape. So something is not right inside, but I think everything's there where it could work. I just don't know how to fix it. So H doesn't work. So yeah, this button right here embosses. This one, if you push this, it cuts. I did cut quite a few pieces, so the cutter does work. There's a thing here you can slide in. In the instructions said before you put your tape in, slide this to what size you want. Like there's 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch here. So it says before you put your tape in, slide this to where you want it. Then you, I guess, put your tape in. And I did take the tape out too and re-put that, reinsert that, and it still doesn't work. So I think someone out there could get this to work. I just can't get it to work. So I don't want to, I'm thinking about just offering it maybe if someone wants it. Because I hate, I could give it to Goodwill, or I could offer it, on my Etsy shop, and then someone would have to pay a few dollars for it plus shipping. But if someone wants it and just wants to pay for shipping to get it to you, I would be agreeable to that. I just, I hate that it doesn't work, and I might try to get my husband to look at it, but I don't know if he'll be able to get it to work either. He's good mechanically, but I don't know, I don't know why I can't. He's probably going to come up with the same thing I'm coming up with. I don't see how he would come up with anything different, but maybe, I'll try and see if he can get it to work first, and before I, give it away. And then if he can't get it to work, if someone else out there wants to try and see if they can get it to work. It's just a shame because the whole thing's here. It looks perfect, even instructions, a little container here, and so it's a shame that it doesn't work. I just thought I was going to have all this fun with it, and it didn't work. So for me anyway. So that's one thing that's cool, but even though it doesn't work. So the other things that I wanted to show you was in my piles of things I need to put away are, and I don't think I should, I always pick these up if I see them, and these were not in anything. I just picked these up, and I've done this a couple of times where I've seen these not in a container or anything. They're just in a thrift store or whatever, and I just grab them. So that's a bunch of the recipe cards, and these are kind of these are the bigger ones. I have the smaller ones too, but these are the bigger ones. I like to have fun with these and sew on them and things like that. So that's those. This little book I picked up. I usually don't. It's $5 for $1. I don't know where I got this, but I don't usually pick up paperback books too often, but this little one was so cute because, well, it says My Truck Book, and it's a Rand McNally here. It says, here's the back. So that's the front and the back. A little butterfly and flowers. A message to parents and teachers here. It's kind of interesting, And then the inside was very cute. Different colors. A lot of pinks in there. But the images are really cute, and it has these cute little pages, and not sure what I'll do with it, but it's just so cute. I wanted to get it. And then I have a little recipe book here that I need to put away. So I thought I just liked the looks of this one, and it was kind of a different shape. It's by by Lipton. It had a spiral. So yeah, that. Then a few of these little kind of recipe booklets. There's the Bake Off cookbook here, it's called, and you can see this is an oldie. Love it when they had the old kind of mail away advertisements here. and stuff like that. And whoops, that was in there, now it's out. But this is 1971, and I've got a Campbell's here, which I like the Campbell's for the red and white color, and just really pretty, I think. I like that. Overall, this looks like a soup can, and this is 1985. Here's a book about trees, important forest trees of the eastern United States. This is by the United States Department of Agriculture, Forest Service. Let me see if there's a copyright, 1968. And so there's lots of pretty greenery in here and tree leaves. So I just thought this had pretty pages. These are glossy, but that's okay. I can use them as a whole page, or I can cut, fussy cut some of these if I want to. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with that. And this little gem I found somewhere along the line. I have a Goodwill receipt here, so it must have been Goodwill. But yeah, Betty Crocker is a little kind of torn up here, but if I make this into a journal, that's no problem. But I love the cover on this one. I think this is I might have two of these. This might be my second one, but I love this cover. The old vintage look of it. And then the inside is pretty pictures, and I love these little colored pictures here. And just the little colors, pink and blue. Let's see if there's any other colors in here. Yeah, this one's pink and blue. But I just love these old vintagey pictures. Even though this is torn right here, it doesn't matter, because for our junk journal purposes, I mean, someone, if they were collecting this, they might not even care about that either, because this is just such a cool little cookbook. Plus, junk journalers don't care about that. If the spine's messed up, we take it off, and if the pages are messed up, we take them out and go on with our creation. So here's the rest of the books I'm going to show in this video. This is Saggy Baggy Elephant, just an older, I think it's older, little golden book. This one is, let me see, 1954, I believe. Looks like 1954 there in the Roman numerals, but, well, let me see. No. Hold on. Well, I think it's 1974, actually. I think it's 1974, yeah. This looks to be 1974. I can believe that. So, yeah, that makes more sense. Chick-fil-A. So that's Saggy Baggy Elephant, and I actually got two of those. This one was a little bit more messed up. You can see the gold is gone, pretty much gone there. And let's see, I'm trying to see what the difference is here. This one's not Chick-fil-A. It's pretty cool. This one was 39 cents. So let's see what this one's date is. Oh, here's the gold piece in here. Someone tucked it inside. That's neat. I want to see the differences here. Okay, so you can see the difference in the color. These colors are a little, I can anyway. I don't know if you can on the camera, but these are a little darker. I don't know if that's because of age. Let's see what these pages look like. No, they look the same, except these are a little starting to brown a little bit. So that one was 1974. What is this one? This one is 1972, only 2 years older. 21st printing, 1972. Okay. Okay, and here's one. When I find these, I always put these in my shop, and here was one on George Washington. So I have a few on the presidents and different people in my shop. I think most of them are the presidents. So I know there's one on Benjamin Franklin too. I don't know if that's still in there, but this very interesting little, like children's historic type books about, presidents and things like that. I think are really neat. And these are just really neat books. I just really love the whole look of these. Are vintage and they're just really neat. So whenever I see them, I pick them up, and I've been seeing them recently. I don't know if it's a school or if it's a person that's getting rid of these, but or a bookstore. But just whenever I see them, I go ahead and pick them up because they're so cool. I'm trying to look for a copyright here. This has a couple of names, so I guess this belonged to an individual. And I think it might be the same name as in my other books, which I've been getting them at different times when I go to the thrift store, but the same name is in them. So maybe the good thrift store is just putting them out at different times. I don't know, but copyright on this one looks to be 1964. So you can see it was in really good shape. Here, this was really cute. It's like a little mini Better Homes and Gardens book. It's hardcover. I think I have one of this size in a soft cover, and it's thicker. But this was just so cute in a little spiral here. I don't know what I'll do with this. I could make a journal out of it, or I could just put it in my shop. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but it's so cute. And it's just got recipes and some pictures. I mean, it's adorable, right? There's a full spread there. So there's another one. Date, copyright, let's see. Let's see if we have a copyright here. I'm sure we do somewhere. Let's see, copyright is 1988. So this is vintage. Here's an advertisement for cigarettes. Isn't that weird? Right in the front of the recipe book. That is so strange. I think it's strange anyway. Oh, here's another one. Look at this. That's unbelievable. A full page spread of advertisements for cigarettes. Wow. Okay. That's how they did it. In what did I say, 1988? That's an advertisement for an estate sale. Okay, this is a little golden book, and I don't think I have ever got my hands on one of these before, especially not this old, 25 cents. But no, I don't think I have this. This is so pretty. When I saw it, I couldn't believe how pretty it was, and it's in decent shape, you know. I didn't look at the copyright yet, but I know it's old. Here's the back. This is cool. Craft and hobby books. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. I mean, this is really pretty. I love this yellow. This is different from, I don't know if I have any more with the yellow here on the inside. Somebody wrote their name, Cindy, wrote her name really big right there, but it doesn't look too bad. So I wouldn't want to cover this yellow up if I did ever make this into a journal. I don't know if I will, but 1947, okay? That's how this is. Look at this little trim border here. So pretty. Let's see what the rest of it looks like. The little golden books are prepared under the supervision of Mary Reed, PhD, formerly of Teachers College, Columbia University. That's just, I don't know, thought that was different. So it's music. Okay, so I mean, it does say hymns, so yeah, it's music. And it's hymns. But look at the pretty pictures here and the pretty colors. This is a really beautiful one. Okay, Cindy Freeman wrote her name in the back too. So yeah, oh, she erased something, it looks like. So it didn't go through or anything. There's some writing right here, some writing back here. So, I mean, if I made this into a journal, I could cover this up and leave the border, because this border is really cute. And then, I mean, this could really be like a perfect spot for a pocket or something, you know, right here. And then this could be, I'd want to leave this page, I would want to keep this page as much as possible too, and just cover up here, put something there, and just leave, I mean, I want to leave these angels and just only cover up when I have to, you know what I mean? So very cool. And then this one I got because it was a recipe book for kids, Buddy Bear's No Cookbook. I'm sorry, I forgot to Sorry about that. We're almost done anyway. This one has a nameplate in the front. Isn't that cool, little book plate? And it hasn't been written on, but I had something like this, and I think it was the same book in a different version. So I said if I ever found another one, I would get it because it was so cool. I just like how I like the pictures, but I like how it has the recipe like in recipe card shape on the page. So I thought that was really cool. So I just thought this was a neat little book. So got it. So the day I went, if I remember right, the day I went, see, you see the price there, but I think this was 50% off these two right here. This would have been 50 cents, and this would have been 75 cents. And you can't beat 75 cents for an old book, or you can beat it if you find it for cheaper, but I figured, you know, this is worth more than 75 cents because it's so pretty. So that's, I'm going to share right now. I have more things I need to put away, but this will be a little bit of an accomplishment if I get even this stack put away. And then I'll move on, and I'll be back with a flip through of some journals I'm working on. Hopefully today. I'm really hoping to finish them, so I'll let you go. Have a great Sunday and happy crafting.